Fubara gave each Rivers Assembly member 350 million naira aid. Which aid be that? Darlington Orji, special advisor to Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, has alleged that members of the Rivers State House of Assembly received 350 million naira each for constituency projects, despite claims by some lawmakers that certain payments to them were not appropriated. Orji made the allegations on Friday while appearing on Arise Television's morning show, where he addressed questions surrounding the budget process and recent tensions between the executive and legislature. He also referred to a 100,000 naira payment made in December to civil servants as an end-of-the-year appreciation, noting that the same amount was extended to members of the House of Assembly, though some lawmakers reportedly rejected it on the grounds that it was not appropriated. Orji questioned the rejection, arguing that the lawmaker had previously accepted 350 million naira each. They didn't return 350 million naira, but they returned 100,000 naira. Can you imagine? They received 350 million naira each for constituency project without raising concerns about appropriation. Now the year. He said, you know that your platform is a very respected one, and I will not come here to tell lies. I will not say what I'm not sure of now because the governor did not agree with them on that, so they didn't come up with a presentation. You know that in preparing budgets, there are too many things that will be improved that will make up the appropriation bill, and when they say the interest was not captured, and the man Fubara said, don't worry, by December. So the specific amount I do not know as it stands today because that presentation was not made because His Excellency the Governor refused to accept that. But don't forget, in December there was 100,000 naira that was given to civil servants as a way of appreciating them and end of the year package. It was also given to members of the Rivers Assembly. Some people rejected the money. They rejected it that it was not appropriated. You cannot build something out of nothing. Now he rejected because his 100,000 naira was not appropriated. Can you ask them, please, sir? The 350 million naira that was given to each of them for their constituency projects, where did they come from? Why did they not reject that one since it was not appropriated? They should come and answer the question. They should come and answer that question. It is well. Bro John says, how would the youth remove all these vampires? I don't even know. I don't know. Virginia says he's quick to learn from his criminal slave master. Akinwale says, well, politics is the most lucrative business in Africa. No lies. No lies detected, as in politics is so lucrative in this country. Jude Ehia Kamen says, I don't really know if it is only Fubara that is the governor in the 36 states in Nigeria. You evil people should allow him to concentrate and rule. They should really leave the man alone. Wetin happen? Balik says that was the reason they betrayed BK. God bless Lagos State. Anna John says Nigeria is a rich country, but the masses hardly benefit. That's the thing. We are not benefiting from it. That's why people that are saying that, Trump wants to come and take our resources, let him come and take it. At least we are going to benefit from it. I'm very, very sure of that. Very, very sure. There's so much money in this country. Yes, we are suffering like this. But the Tola Simon says, you are right. Nigeria have no problem. But the problem facing Nigeria are handiwork of Nigerians. Who do we blame other than to blame ourselves? Example, if one is in a position of authority, before you open your eyes, he has embezzled millions. Is it an angel that does that? No, human being. Nigeria and Nigeria's problem. No doubt about that. No one to trust but God Almighty. Ben Ezeugo says, which project are they doing since they have wasted all their legislative time pursuing Fubara? Yes, since it's Fubara that they've been pursuing since 2023. Nothing has been done. Nothing. And they collected 350 million naira. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. Of course, I must say you are very, very, very wrong on your narrative. 350 million naira given to as consistency money as their right. They shouldn't have collected since the state budget was not presented. You cannot call someone a thief while the accuser has oil or soap stains on his or her coat or clothes. Your judgment is not right. The governor has to do the needful, whether the budget was presented or not. Note, it was needless for the governor to present 2025 budget because the year is already coming to an end. Exactly. So what was it coming to read? It is well. Johnson Ojoma says, They may be annoyed because other civil servants got the same 100,000 naira. They wanted it alone to starve the workers. That one saved day. As Benson says, Rivers Assembly is juvenile assembly and they are shameless. Very shameless. They have no name to protect. Shame, shame, shame on them. Big shame on them. It is well. Madam Dawoshika says, in fact, they should give them more. Wiki has failed. As Babatunde says, where did he get the information from? Plus, don't take him serious. Why won't you take him serious? Somebody that is a special advisor to Fubara, we should not take him serious. Of course, he knows everything that is going on. Obviously. So why won't you take him serious? I beg. Unojaku says, all these assembly members do not mean good for Rivers, obviously. Those assembly members are fraudulently criminals. Did the governor go to inspect the project that he allocated the constituents' money for? Wike's political handwork, but he will run out soon. Adikun says, how much would the governor give himself when he gave that amount to each member of the state assembly? Himself and the members of the state assembly have paid the state financially. This probably happened to every state, the federal assemblymen and the president too. Leadership woe to Nigeria. Noisemaker to the public, devourer to the nation, end games to death. Okay. John Eke says, shut up, Wike the ally. How arrogant is he? If he's arrogant, then Wike is fantastically arrogant. He's fantastically arrogant. No wahala. Jonathan said, but 100k is an insult to the house. I don't understand. How is it an insult to the... Is it not money? Are they not civil servants? I beg. At Chijuke says, I watched him when he said the state administrator gave the House of Assembly members 350k for constituency projects and SUV cars. It's not 350k, he said 350 million naira because what do they want to do with 350,000 naira as constituency project? That's too small. Please, let's verify before we share information. Okay. Mark says, I'm not supporting Wiki in this matter. Fubara must accord respect and obey agreement. Agreement call. Agreement in. Ademola Aro says, that is the same way to spend tax collecting from us. God is watching. Adebara says, na so politics be chop by chop, na masses they go suffer am. Now we dey suffer am. Now we. Marie says, Lord, una no go buy me for this country. And Levi says, what Rivers people want is governance, not politics. Amos says, this is cheap blackmail, which should be encouraged. Fubara said, Fubara's aide should give details, otherwise DSS will get him arrested. Go and arrest him now. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.